Welcome to the President's Diary. This has been the week of Christmas, so we'll take a look at all the things that His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Irfaan Ali has done to make the season more cheerful for all Guyanese. On Monday, Dr. Ali commissioned the Eccles to Diamond Interlink Road on the east bank of Demerara. Senior Communications Officer Anar Khan joined him at the site of the momentous occasion.
This project was conceptualized by the head of state in 2013 while he was the Minister of Housing and Water.
But I just want to put things into context. When we left office, this foundation for this road was completed. And for 5 years, nothing happened. So we came back and we completed this project.
In addition to easing the traffic congestion on the East Bank, new lands for housing and commercial development will be opened along the road's corridor.
This area will be a reservoir for job creation also. We will have more than 300-400 acres of land developed specifically for industrial development, and then we have commercial development. And from the type of proposals that we have already received, you will have hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of jobs created along the corridor of this road. So this road is while it is permanent in nature, it is a stopgap for what is coming.
President Ali said the road is part of a larger project which will create links to several parts of the coast and will offer significant relief to thousands of commuters. He noted that the anticipated traffic congestion and the growth in the traffic will be facilitated with good infrastructure and good urban planning. On that day, the President also attended the opening ceremony of the Kausila Community Park and Sakina Muhammad Computer Lab in Leonora, where he's from, along with Minister of Education Priyamanik Chan and Minister within the Ministry of Public Works Deodat Indar. Kausila is a historic figure in Guyana. She was murdered on March 6, 1964, when she was run over by a tractor while standing her ground in protest. She and several other women, along with striking sugar workers, were protesting against being denied work and restrictions from choosing a union to represent their interests. Kausila is revered as a heroine, not only in her community, but in the entire country. Comrade Sakina, as she was popularly known, was a hard worker in the Women's Progressive Organization. She was a leader, a teacher, a coordinator, and President Ali's grandmother. All of these events coincided with the Leonora Christmas tree light-up. On Tuesday, President Ali announced a 2-week tax-free bonus for 9,200 health workers.
I am pleased today to say that the government has taken a decision to grant an across-the-board tax-free 2 weeks bonus salary to every single healthcare workers, not just doctors or nurses or frontline workers, so every single healthcare workers. We have taken the decision. It's a lot of resources that will be required, but we are making that investment in you.
Dr. Ali underscored the need for the general public to keep their guard up as the Omicron variant spreads. He urged continued precautions and pleaded for everyone to get vaccinated if they haven't. He also encouraged everyone to get their booster shots when they are due. Wednesday saw the President attending the Guyana Defense Force's annual Christmas lunch at Base Camp Ayangana. There, he announced a full month's tax-free bonus for the joint services.
I do not want to be long, but I have promised that we will return your bonus. And last year, we returned 2 weeks bonus. This year, we are returning the full month tax-free bonus to you. This year, we are returning the full month tax-free bonus to you.
The joint services will be receiving this 1-month tax-free bonus in addition to the retroactive 7% increase in their wages and salaries. Commander-in-Chief Dr. Ali said they deserve the payout because of how hard the joint services work in service of their country.
We are not returning the 1-month tax-free bonus for any other reason but because you deserve it. Because you work hard for it. And for those in our society who believe you can just take things away, and who believe that you can take things away from the soldier, I challenge them to go and spend a year in some of the locations and live the life you do in protection of your country. And then you will know where you deserve it.
Later that evening, Dr. Ali attended a cocktail reception for the joint services at the Everest Cricket Club, during which he underscored the importance of networking and building trust between agencies, especially as it relates to crime fighting. On Thursday, the President hosted the Private Sector Commission at Baridi Benab State House with Prime Minister retired Brigadier Mark Phillips, Vice President Dr. Bar Jagdeo, and other cabinet members.
We value the private sector, we value the contribution of the private sector, and we believe strongly that the private sector must be able to generate jobs, create wealth, expand, grow, and become wealthier, but at the same time contribute socially to the country and also ensure that they adhere to the tax laws and everything. Outside of that, the government is on an agenda to make your businesses better, to bring more opportunities to you, to create more opportunities for you.
In this regard, he explained that the Local Content Bill was tabled to empower the private sector. The Natural Resource Fund Bill 2, the President explained, is a manifestation of the government's policy making that gives direction. He explained that predictability is important for the private sector.
The holidays remain curtailed as Guyana, like the rest of the world, continues the relentless battle against the COVID-19 pandemic. It is with great sadness that we reflect on all the lives we have lost in the pandemic. However, we must take strength and be hopeful in the countless human sacrifices and the sense of community the pandemic has generated. Once again, on behalf of the people of Guyana, I thank our bilateral and international partners, all of our frontline workers, and members of the government, the National COVID-19 Task Force, and the joint services for their selfless work in keeping our country safe. As your President, I'll endeavor to do everything I can in supporting and implementing a balanced and strategic approach in the continued fight against the pandemic. I, however, ask each of us to do our part by getting vaccinated, taking the booster shots, and wearing a mask when in public. As we celebrate these holidays, we must be aware of the countless initiatives that have contributed to a positive outlook for our country. Despite the ravages of the pandemic and its consequences on the global economy, we in Guyana can still be proud of a robust economy, positive growth, enhanced social services, and greater benefits in cash and kind being passed down to the population. Indeed, many of these measures do not go unnoticed, and I have received positive reviews from international bodies. As one Guyana, we will continue to move forward from strength to strength in building a prosperous Guyana, and in whose prosperity all will be part of. As we celebrate the holidays, we must also be thankful that our country has been able to attract major foreign and local investment. And these investments, no doubt, would lead to the creation of sustainable jobs and the further expansion of our economy. The outlook for 2022 is exciting, but will not be without challenges as we continue to face a worsening global supply chain, the consequences of which will be continued rising prices for imported goods, supplies, and transportation services. This, coupled with climate change and the pandemic, will require robust and strategic policy making to mitigate against the full consequences of the challenges, both social and economic, as I outlined before. Notwithstanding our challenges, this season and Christmas itself teaches us the lessons of hope over despair, sacrifices in overcoming challenges, faith in overcoming obstacles, and trust in God as a means and source to achieve all things. It is the combination of faith, trust, and hope that must ignite us into the future. Each of us must resolve to be stronger, better, and more committed to individual, family, community, and country development. Let these holidays be reflective of the life we have lived versus what elements are missing in making it better. And more importantly, the commitment to fixing those elements. It is with great love for all of you here in Guyana and the diaspora and those in our regional and international community of humanity. I wish all of you, on behalf of my family and I, happy holidays. God bless you and be safe. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
To commemorate Christmas, on Friday, President Ali and his wife, Mrs. Arya Ali, held a State House Christmas cheer event.
Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Let your heart be right. Oh yeah. You will get a sense and a feeling when you hear it. Christmas tree, listen, it's
This wraps up the President's diary of his week of activities. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from the Department of Public Information and the Government of Guyana. Thank you for watching. Join us again next week.